So very, very good to be with you again from Marysfield. Bill Pfeiffer speaking. Yesterday we told you a little story about a professor of mine, Monsignor Briel, and the ending of which was be somebody. Be somebody, become somebody. And that takes a daily amount of work. What you do on a daily basis, daily is the things that really change our lives in any kind of serious way. So you really have to, you really have to stick with it. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. And so you really have to say, is what I am doing the thing that's going to give me the kind of change that'll make me happier 5 years from now or 10 years from now? It's that regular stuff that we do on a daily basis that really makes the difference. God made me, and God doesn't make junk. Remember? God made me, and God doesn't make junk. So you really have to work at it at a regular basis, on a daily basis, to make the changes that you really want to see in your life. Many years ago, there was I think he was a minister, Robert Fulghum, who wrote a book, Everything I Needed to Know I Learned in Kindergarten. And that list has been flying around. I just made a copy of it. And some of the things that he mentioned in that book that he learned in kindergarten that last a lifetime are, share everything, play fair, don't hit people, put things back where you found them, clean up your own mess, don't take things that aren't yours, wash your hands after you eat, flush, warm cookies and milk are good for you. They're basic kinds of things that he said we learned in kindergarten and last a lifetime. When I was thinking of that yesterday, I was thinking back of in 1942 when I entered first grade. Boy, that was something, a scary experience if I recall it. But good things happened, and good things happened very, very early in first grade. There were 62 of us, St. Simon and Jude, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, 62 kids in that classroom. And you won't believe it, but that was first and second grade in one room. One room. Today, the teachers' union and teachers would go apoplectic. When you have more than 25 kids, that's more than you can handle because of the lack of discipline. But you could hear a pin drop from 8 in the morning till 3:15 in the afternoon. It was a good experience. 62 of us, and I learned how to read. I learned my math. I learned my religion, learned a little bit about art. There was all kinds of good things. Sister Josita, we loved her. She was just wonderful, and it was so good to have her, and I did have her for 2 years because I was in there in second grade as well. But in the first grade, very early on, we came in touch with the Baltimore Catechism. And that catechism, just like everything I needed to know, I learned in kindergarten. Well, in some ways, everything I needed to know took place that very first day when I opened up that catechism. And the first question in it was, who made you? And the answer was simply, God made me. 3 words, God made me. And if I could accept and appropriate those words to myself for the rest of my life would be changed. The second question was, why did God make you? And the answer was, God made me to know him, to love him, and to serve him in this world, and to be happy with him forever in heaven. Never forget it. 1942, I was 6 years old. And, it was all there, wasn't it? Or it's just marvelous when you think about it. And if you take and appropriate those simple words, everything begins to happen in your life. And so, we need to keep it simple sometimes, and the simplest things can tend to transform our lives. I used to teach the same students for 3 years. I was really lucky. I had sophomores, juniors, and seniors for Latin, and by the time they were seniors, boy, we really knew each other. They knew me, and I knew them. And often I would write on the board simply KISS, and they would shout out, "Keep it simple, stupid!" And because we knew each other, there was no offense or whatever. But it's the case. And sometimes if you keep it simple, it goes to the heart of things and transforms you in that place where you live, deep down in your heart. Every Saturday night in the Divine Office, I read a section from the book of Deuteronomy that would be nice to kind of conclude these few thoughts, saying it all happened way back when. God made me. Why did he make me? To know him, to love him, to serve him in this world, and to be happy with him forever in heaven. If everybody in our culture did that, imagine the changes that would take place. But listen, these are the words in Deuteronomy. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord alone. Therefore you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength. Take to heart these words which I enjoin on you today. Drill them into your children. First grade, Sister Josita. God made me. Why did he make me? Drill them into your children. Was that bad? No, it was a good thing that took place in my heart. Speak of these words at home and abroad, whether you are busy or whether you are at rest. Great piece of wisdom. Good to be with you. God bless. Keep on thinking good thoughts. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.